Hey everybody, it's oh man, I love these donations. I want to thank each and every one of you, even if you don't donate, but if you don't subscribe, you know, no, I'm just kidding, man. Even if you're gonna spend any of your time watching my stuff, I truly appreciate it. And this is a donation. Somebody picked up of what the great Greg Szymanski's been doing, and he wants me to rank bands. Now, in his defense, and this is what I'm going to do. His name is Thomas Volgende. I hope I got that right, Thomas. He wanted me to rank these bands. Now, Greg already asked me to rank some of these bands, and when he donated before I put up the last Greg Szymanski. So I already talked about Floyd and Rush and Zeppelin. So what I'm going to do, because he's asking me to do the same thing Greg does, rank them and then pick your two favorites and your least favorite. Now, I already picked my two favorites from Zeppelin, Floyd, Rush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick my third and fourth favorite as well. But I will throw in the 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Alright, and these are the bands he wants me to rank. Van Halen, Led Zeppelin, Pink Floyd, Rush, and the Beatles. So, I already got them all here, and I would have to put at the bottom Pink Floyd. And as you all saw when I did the ranking before, or if you didn't, this is not only my favorite Pink Floyd album, it's my favorite album of all time. And Pink Floyd is at the bottom of the list of these bands, which makes it kind of weird how my favorite album of all time is ranked the lowest on these five. And my second favorite would be Animals. Now, my third favorite, and I got it wrong here, in the position wrong, my third favorite would be Metal. I love this album. One of These Days, Echoes. It's just such a great musical journey to the brain. Man, listening to this in headphones, man, any Pink Floyd on headphones is a must. And Echoes is my third favorite. And my fourth favorite from Pink Floyd is Wish You Were Here. Have a Cigar. I just saw Roger Waters play that. Welcome to the Machine. Shine On You Crazy Diamond. And that's it. That's all the songs. Pretty long songs, but pretty awesome album, man. It's my fourth favorite. Alright, next on the list, I would have to put down Rush. Rush will be my fourth favorite of these bands, and as I showed you the last time, my favorite is, and I'm holding up the box set versions, 2112 is my favorite. Farewell to Kings is my second favorite. I don't know what that was. Something on the computer. And my third favorite is, and it's a very close third favorite to Farewell to Kings, would be Hemispheres. I absolutely love this album, and it contains my favorite Rush song, La Villa Strangiato. And my fourth favorite's tough. I gotta say, it's tough, man. First album's awesome. Fly By Night, man. I love Moving Pictures. I love... Permanent Waves would be probably my fifth favorite. You know? But my third favorite, or no, it's my fourth favorite, is Caress of Steel. Necromancer, man. Are you kidding me? And I Think I'm Going Bald, which was a joke that Neil Peart did on... it's a joke song Neil Peart did on the Kiss song, I Think I'm Going Blind. Alright, now, you know what? I'm changing it. Because this is so tough on the third one. Because they're so close. They're extremely close. And what I had... I'm not giving away my second favorite. But I had my now second favorite. I just changed it right now to my third favorite. It's pretty much a tie. I mean, there's totally different bands, different sounding bands, but I had Zeppelin at number 2, but no, I'm going to put them at number 3. And I already talked about Zeppelin and all the rankings, so you all know that you have seen it. This is my favorite Zeppelin album, Physical Graffiti. And then I said it, this is my second favorite Led Zeppelin album, House of the Holy. Now my third favorite, and I have that placed different here as well. My third favorite Led Zeppelin album is Zeppelin 3. What an amazing album. I can do without the hats off to Roy Harper, but I love the rest, and I think the guitar solo on Since I've Been Loving You is the greatest Jimmy Page solo in my opinion. But out of the titles, Immigrant Song, Friends, Celebration Day, Gallows Pole, Tangerine, probably my favorite Zeppelin ballad. That's the Way, amazing. That's my third favorite. My fourth favorite is the album that they sold the most. I do love this album. I know many wouldn't pick this. Well, I don't know. Many would. I don't know. Hey, man, don't listen to me. Led Zeppelin 4 is my fourth favorite Led Zeppelin album. The reason why I would put this above the first two and Presence, because that's all that's left. Oh, and also In Through the Outdoor and... Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah, I didn't talk about my least favorites. Hold on. My least favorites, Pink Floyd would be Anything Without Roger Waters. Then my least favorite of the Rush ones would be Hold Your Fire. And my least favorite Led Zeppelin would be either Coda or In Through the Outdoor. But as you know, I want to do an episode on In Through the Outdoor. And by the way, I have done an episode for Physical Graffiti. If you have not seen it yet, it will be up soon. Because sometimes, you know, I've been coming up with stuff myself to do, you know, instead of my channel just be all donations, you know. But, you know, I am cramming 2 or 3 videos a day, you know, just to like put them out, man. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, the reason I put this above those 3 is because those 3, I love them, don't get me wrong. Well, those 4, I mean, even, you know, In Through the Outdoor. Those 4 albums, I mean, the first 2 have like these bluesy songs I don't like. You Shook Me, and I Can't Quit You, Babe, and, you know, a couple other ones. But, you know, the rest I love. I love the first 2 Zeppelin albums. Can't stand Candy Store Rock off of Presence. And, yeah, there's a few on... In Through the Outdoor I'm not too crazy about. Every song on here I love, but I will admit I am burnt out on Black Dog, but I'm not burnt out on Rock and Roll or Stairway to Heaven. Go figure. Stairway to Heaven is my favorite Led Zeppelin song. I know it's predictable for anybody to say that, but that's how I feel. And I'll tell you a funny story about Led Zeppelin. The very first time, I mean, I've heard of Led Zeppelin, but my friend Henry Soria, one day we were hanging out. I'll never forget it. It was on a tree. We're all hanging out on a tree, and he goes, I love Led Zeppelin. And I said, I was a little kid. I didn't know no better. I said to him, yeah, he's cool. I thought Led Zeppelin was a person. What a little poser I was. But this is my fourth favorite. All right. Woo, what band replaced Led Zeppelin as my second favorite of these? Because we're down to Van Halen and the Beatles. It was Van Halen. Van Halen, my God, Van Halen and Led Zeppelin, even though they're so different, I mean, today I like Van Halen more. I might not feel that way tomorrow. I wasn't feeling that way 10 minutes ago when I was putting these albums together. You know, Van Halen to me, I mean, when I was a kid, and to this day, I have never seen a band that awesome live. Definitely the greatest live band I ever saw in my life. Every album on the 6-pack and Different Kind of Truth, love them all. Every album with Dave. Now, my least favorite Van Halen album, pick and choose. Whatever doesn't have David Lee Roth singing, one of those. I hate them all equally. All right. So my second favorite Van Halen album is Van Halen 2, Light Up the Sky. My second favorite song, Out of Love Again, from Van Halen. Love You're No Good. I know it's a weird opener, but I love it. Dance the Night, I don't even have to look at the titles, man. You're No Good, Dance the Night Away, Somebody Get Me a Doctor, Bottoms Up, Out of Love Again, Light Up the Sky, Spanish Fly, DOA, Woman in Love, Beautiful Girls, the greatest summer album ever. I've played this on the beach many, many times. Love it. Now, my favorite Van Halen album, and to me it's undisputed, and I will say it after I show this. I love my Van Halen albums in order. I love this one, then two, then Women and Children First, then Fair Warning. I know many would put Fair Warning at the front, and I don't blame you, because Fair Warning is the most guitar-oriented, pissed-off album they have, and I love it. And then Diver Down, yes, I would put Diver Down over 1984. And then Different Kind of Truth. But this album, again, I don't have to look at the damn, well, maybe I will get one wrong. Let's see if I do, because side 2 is a little tricky. Leave the comment below if I got it wrong. Running with the Devil, Eruption, You Really Got Me, Ain't Talking About Love, I'm the One, Jamie's Crying, Atomic Punk. Here's where I may mess up. Feel Your Love Tonight, Little Dreamer, Ice Cream Man, and On Fire. I may have screwed up. Maybe Ice Cream Man goes before or after Little Dreamer, I'm not sure. And On Fire, my favorite Van Halen song. Then, I love. So you all know what my favorite is. But this, to me, is the greatest debut album. You know, somebody, when I did the brackets earlier, more than a few people left comments saying, oh, you're lucky they didn't put the first Boston album on there. No, man. Look, the first Boston album, to me, would probably be the second greatest. This is the greatest. Period. So you all know the Beatles is my favorite. Now, as far as, I love all Beatles albums. But if I was to pick my least favorite, I'd say Yellow Submarine, but that's kind of cheating, because Yellow Submarine side 2 is all classical. And honestly, on side 1, I really only like Hey Bulldog, if I think about it. Yeah, I think only Hey Bulldog I like off that album. Now, if you want to talk about a full album, I would have to say Please Please Me, the first one. I love it, but my least favorite. My favorite era of the Beatles is the middle section. And my second favorite Beatles album would be Revolver. And it's tough, you know, I love White Album and Abbey Road. You know, I love those albums, but this is, I love when they were starting to get experimental. And this album, man, Taxman, Eleanor Rigby, I'm Only Sleeping, Love You Too, Here, There, Everywhere. See, Yellow Submarine, I can do that. She Said, Good Day Sunshine, and Your Bird Can Sing rocks. For No One, probably my favorite on here. One of the greatest Paul McCartney songs, in my opinion. Dr. Robert, I Want to Tell You, Got to Get You Into My Life. And of course, the game changer, Tomorrow Never Knows. And my favorite, and it's pretty much the sister album. I mean, they could be one album. I remember George Harrison had a difficult time, what am I trying to say? Had a hard time saying what song was on what, because he felt like they were the same. And I actually saw a recent interview where he said, oh yeah, on Rubber Soul we did Tomorrow Never Knows. Well, my favorite is Rubber Soul, which doesn't have Tomorrow Never Knows, as you know, Revolver does. This is my favorite Beatles album. I absolutely worship this album. You know, Drive My Car is like the Fonzie of songs. Norwegian Wood, what a song. You Won't See Me, I saw Paul do that. Nowhere Man, probably my favorite. Let's keep going. Think for Yourself, The Word, Michelle, What Goes On, Girl, I'm Looking Through You. No, In My Life is, for the longest time, it has been my favorite Beatles song. Now it's kind of like slightly eclipsed with, my God, the song off Sgt. Pepper, Day in a Life. But they're kind of tied. Wait, if I needed someone, Run for Your Life. My favorite Beatles album. And there you go, Mr. Thomas Volgende. Hope I got your name right. That's my ranking of these. I love doing stuff like this, man. And there you go, bro. I hope you're happy. You know, maybe you missed those episodes. I mean, I know the last episode, I think, had Pink Floyd and maybe Zeppelin. And then the one prior had Rush. So, there you go, man. So I threw in my third and fourth favorite to make it not so repeatable. And there you go. Thank you so much there, Thomas, for the donation and for the great donation, because I love the ranking. And a shout out to Greg Szymanski for coming up with this idea. It's catching on, brother. Now, I hope the bracket thing catches on. Now, the bracket thing, a lot of people are loving the bracket thing, but, you know, one guy even wrote, hey, did you make those brackets? No, I can't do the brackets. It's cheating. I would love for anybody out there to do the brackets. And then I'll, you know, watch the bracket video. I call it Battle Royale. And those are super fun as well. And that's Waylon's idea. Anyway, so I will not do any bracket videos, everybody out there, unless somebody donates and gives me the songs, because I can't do it. It's cheating, man. I sitting there writing, I would feel funny doing shit like that. But there you go, man. And I would also feel funny doing ranking videos, to tell you the truth. You know, shit. I feel funny enough doing track by tracks, you know. That shit drives me crazy at times. But again, Thomas, thank you so much. And if you'd like to donate, I got a PayPal in the description below. And please subscribe to my channel if you have not. So, stay frosty. Listen to Black Sabbath. And SHMACKEMAGOB.